So what is the topic today, if I can catch the new ones? What is the topic we are discussing? Managing emotions further? Only managing emotions? No. Yeah, that's the word, efficiently, because we are managing otherwise. And I don't think it's managing, it's handling. What's the difference between handling and managing? Again, you are struggling to see me. So, so I would request the people that if you can put your chairs in between, yeah, the second row can be in between the first row. So it's easier for me to see each of you all. And there are still a few chairs here. If you can please come, if that's okay. Yes. So handling and managing. Are you handling yourself or managing yourself?
It should be handling, doctor. The reason is
Okay.
managing is we want to manage something which we want to manage, like money management, time management, and all,
Hmm.
you know.
And
And
handling
things
is?
like stress and things like stress is something which we need to handle, right?
Oh,
We don't
okay.
want to manage, we want to handle.
I
Same
don't
way
know. I'm
emotions
asking
also.
you because I also don't know the difference between the two. But he's saying that if it's all about money, physical things is managing.
Manage.
Again, he
Correct.
said time management as well. But the other day I took a talk on stress management. He's saying stress should be handled. So it's very overlapping. Well, let's not fall into the jargon of whether it's managing or handling. Let's move
Mm-hmm.
to this. And as Saurabh Bhai said, I don't believe in giving lectures. I therefore don't have a PPT because the moment I share a PPT, what happens? You'll just start looking there and the energy goes there. The energy should be here in the room. It should not be distracted. Everything is about energy today, particularly for today's talk, because the talk is on handling or managing emotions efficiently. So all of us know that we are able to manage or handle, but not efficiently. And when I say the word emotion, what does it tell you? What is an
Feelings.
emotion? Try to not define, and please don't Google it and tell me now. You don't need to Google everything. We just need
It's like
to,
a
from our
feeling.
experience.
Yes.
Yeah, hang on just a minute.
Yes.
Let me
Okay.
complete my question. And I would rather prefer the people who are here to speak. So hang on just a moment. So I just wanted to say that all of you are experienced. You all are from different professions. And I want you all to explore with me today that what is an emotion. So therefore, I'm asking your viewpoint. Okay, so start, Bolo. Sense of feeling. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so sense of feeling, you know, any thought process in which you experience in feeling is called emotion.
Okay, so you have taken thought, feeling, and emotion together, right? There's a little bit of difference, but good. We have at least started the journey. Sorry, Raghavendra, go ahead now. Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, again, the same thing. I just wanted to say that feeling is
Feelings,
emotion. How we
emotion.
feel.
Interesting. So you're saying feeling is emotion. Okay. Someone else was saying something. Someone was raising hands. Please feel free and don't worry that whether you're right or wrong, it doesn't bother me. I'm not your teacher. I'm not
Okay.
evaluating you for some test or exam.
Hello, Nisha here. I think for me, it means it's a psychological, um, positive or a negative impact. Um, that's what emotion to me.
So all of you are coming closer to that. So there's a difference between a feeling and an emotion. We usually try to combine them together, and she took us into the domain of psychological impact of either negative or positive. So we are coming close to it. Now, let me give you a few examples. And before that, I will say what I feel emotion is emotion. E means the energy. Who's that? I tell you. Okay, good. Because we covered that before, I think. So, which energy are we speaking about? And particularly, I want those people to answer who are not regular meditators. Because sometimes when you all come to Brahma Kumari's centers, you all become biased by these people speaking many things which sometimes can go off the top and you all don't understand. And I hope the translation, my speed is a bit slow because you were very fast, Saurabh bhai, when you were speaking about my bio. But that's probably you were feeling pressed about the time. But I hope I am able to, you can just ask if Deepmala wants me to become more slow. because we need to respect the speed of the translator. They are translating at the same time. Well, he'll come back. So where were we about not getting biased by the regular meditators? And again, I don't have any prejudice for them, but they are already on their meditative journey. And if we can ask them, are you all able to, after practicing meditation for n number of years, 1 year, 10 years, each journey is on its own, are you able to handle emotions efficiently? I need the answer only yes or no. How many say no? Good, good for being honest. One, two, three, four, not able. How many say yes, 100%? No one. At least 50% better after meditation journey has started. Okay, right. So see, it is a journey. All good. Okay, good. So we will come to energy in motion, and all of you, the ones who are new to this place, have you heard of meditation? And are you all doing some sort of meditation? You all are. Okay. So are you aware of the energy that we are? Okay, I just give this example. I love to give it again and again, but that is the reality. You may not like the example. Now, this Saurabh bhai, he told you all my biodata a bit, right? Doctor so and so, right? Now, at this very point, it's 6:50 p.m. If I get a heart attack, right? You all are looking at me like that. A bit, you all don't like that word heart attack, right? If I get it now, I won't be lying like that. I will be flat here. And who of you doesn't know CPR? The cardiopulmonary doesn't know, doesn't. You don't know. Yeah, so raise your hand. So you, you know or you don't know. Acha, okay, so good. So people, I mean the mothers, all of you know. Okay, so then you're not raising your hands. Okay, anyway. You all know, you also don't know. Good. So if you all know, and then someone, I may be lucky to be resuscitated by someone, and then if I am back to this world, all good. But if I am not, within 3 minutes, I will be labeled dead, right? Now, at that time, I won't be sitting here, I'll be lying flat here. And then what will Saurabh Bhai say, or what will you say, the resuscitator, after resuscitating? What will you say? Take Dr. Manoj away or take the dash away? Body. Who's that? Body. Okay. Good. So, what has happened in this 3 minutes? Why have I changed my vocabulary from so and so person to body? Let other people answer. Yeah. Energy has left. And which energy are we speaking? That's the reason I gave you this example. Which energy are we speaking about? Soul. Okay. Are you all comfortable with the word soul? Pakka? Sure? 100%? Okay. Because now when I say the word soul, it doesn't remind you of haunting spirits. And so you're okay. You're okay with the word soul? You as well? You're okay with the word soul. And you were saying something. Okay, so energy is there which creates vibration. So I'm taking you into back that which energy are we speaking about? So it's the soul energy. And just to let you know, the soul energy sits here. So we'll explore that later, but let us try to understand emotions are in the body or in the mind. Very easy.
In the mind, doctor.
Absolutely. Why does it take such a long time? Well, are thinking a lot. Ah, that's a different issue. That's good. So you're trying to match up. Good. That was my next question. So we feel, so again, let us look at that body which was there here. Me lying down here. It's a body. Can it feel emotions? So that's what your thing is. That if you're alive, if the soul energy is in the body, you can feel the emotion and equally express it, right? So we'll go to that later. But the thing is, everything is in the mind. Everything is to do with the mind. And as I said, there's a difference between emotion and feeling. So let me come to first emotion. So you're happy with the word soul and little bit slow. Oh, okay. So you raise and then do like that. I'll get a hint. I have to really be slow now. Okay. In America, difficult to be slow. Agree? Everything fast, and now I have to speed down. Yes. So, coming to this fast word, emotions are fast or slow? What? Yes. It's fast, right? You said yes or fast? I didn't know. It's fast, yeah. Emotion means fast because anything in motion, energy in motion is fast, and fast is no good for us. Remember that. We are in an age of fast food, fast cars, US fast cars, very fast, I must say. I'm not scared, but the moment I sit in a car in US, I'm thrilled. It's a nice joyride. And it's really very safe. I think this country is very safe for cars, isn't it? And all of you drive. That's the beauty. Okay. And third thing is fast computers. But what should be your mind? Slow, no good. Peaceful or stable, stability. So emotion comes from a stable mind or an unstable mind. Think. What do you want to say? Unstable, yeah. I don't think if we are stable, we'll have emotions anytime. So therefore, this was just to give you the differentiation. I am also constantly saying, I am feeling emotions. I am feeling emotions. Feeling an emotion is different. I'll explain you how. So, energy in motion, it's a disturbed state of mind, it's an unstable state of mind, and it is an unnatural feeling. Unnatural. I'll tell you how it is unnatural. Now, come to feeling. Feeling is something which is my original nature. So, when I say, I am a loveful being or I am a peaceful being, is that a feeling or it's an emotion? It's a feeling. So, therefore, from today onwards, take it away with you that feelings are always natural, normal, positive, and elevated. Four words. Repeat: natural, normal, positive, and elevated. Now, apply all the opposite words to emotion, and then you start see how you start feeling. Again, don't take it feeling that word. It's an English word that way. So, what is emotion? Opposite of the four things. Bolo. Before that, the first thing which I said, it's not natural, it's unnatural, abnormal, highly abnormal, I must say. And please underline the word highly, highly abnormal. That's the reason we get so depleted. I'll come to it later. So they are unnatural, highly abnormal, negative. So all N come and not elevated. They make you feel low. When you are angry with someone, all these four come into play. Yes or no? So anger is an emotion or feeling? Emotion. So in short, anything which disturbs my stable state of mind is an emotion. Jealousy. How many of you feel jealous? I must also raise hands. I do feel sometimes jealous. You all don't feel? सब दूध के धुले हुए हो अच्छा है. I'm using some words in Hindi, sorry, because I'm just saying that all of you are just so nice and find that you all don't feel jealous. Somewhere there is a little bit of jealousy, right? So is some, yeah, that's a good word. Always apply that sometime to it, and then you can escape. Very beautifully you can escape. I'm still fast. I'm good now. I'm trying to slow down. Okay. I'm not, I think I should not think of USA. I should think of which country my speed will slow down automatically. Let's see what prejudice is there about which countries. Your answers will tell me. I should think of which country I'll automatically slow down. Oh my God. Acha, Bhutan, I think, has no vehicles, is it? So therefore everything is slow. Have you been to Bhutan? Then why did you say Bhutan? You know, okay. So see, stability and slowness is easy, right? That's what you're saying. So we should try, and that's the another fifth thing, easy. Feeling is easy. Emotion is very difficult. Isn't it difficult? When you are angry with a person, what it makes you feel after anger? Can I pick upon people and ask if it's okay with you all? How do you feel after I'm trying to just make everyone involved because I'm getting answers from the same people, therefore. because otherwise then you all will fall asleep. You all will say, oh, this one is answering. Let me just listen to them. Okay, how do you feel after being angry with someone? Tell me all those dirty, dirty feelings which you have. Hang on, there's a lot of resonance. Depleted. Okay, good. Depleted. Good. What else? Repentance. Who's that? Oh, yeah, and the mask wearing one. Okay, good. That's good. In COVID times, when we used to take talks, it was very funny because who is speaking, we don't know because everyone is with a mask. So now at least there's only one lady with a mask and others are all without mask. So we feel depleted, we feel drained out. And you said repentance, right? Repentance. It's a horrible feeling. Guilt, shame, all these are, we say, feelings, but they are not feelings. They have arisen because of the anger emotion which I have. So everything negative is emotion, everything positive is a feeling. Now let us look at some beautiful feelings which we undergo or which we have. So I gave you an example starting with L, love. So other, you tell me others now. Sorry, I didn't get you. It's okay, we can come back to you. Who's that?
Doctor, I just have a very
Yeah,
basic question. Sorry to interrupt.
that's okay.
I was thinking emotion meaning is there a positive emotion and a negative emotion, or are you saying that emotion is always negative?
So see, there'll always be a lot of controversy about these things. So
Okay,
I always try to divide it as a positive and negative, in the sense anything which is uplifting, elevating is a feeling. Whereas anything which
okay.
is making you low and making you not very feel very good, that is more of emotion. So we'll just try to stick.
Mm-hmm.
So let us look good, but I know there will always be a contrast in what
Okay,
people say. But let's not be biased or be taken away by the meaning. More
okay,
important is the feeling. How do you feel when you are emotionally hurt? Actually, the word itself is telling you emotionally hurt. Do people hurt you with stones like that? They shoot you in US. That's everything to do with the physical body. Emotionally hurt is they say something and they hurt us, right? So you hurt me, correct? By something you said, right? Yes or no? I'm asking you. No. Oh, okay. So what should I correct my sentence then? So you said something to me, not very nice. So you hurt me, correct? Yes or no? Who's that? Yes, I'll come to you. Yes, okay. So it's right, it's logical. You spoke to me in a very negative way, rude way, and then you hurt me. And that's what is our casual commentary, which we have all the time, right? It's absolutely wrong because you do something at your own accord, at your whatever you have grudge with me, but who is creating hurt? Yeah, so I am creating the hurt, okay? Because you have done that once with me. If you are creating the hurt, you have done it only once with me, right? But all the time, when I look at you in future, or forget looking, when I think of you, what happens? I undergo all those negative and dirty emotions. So who is creating hurt? So once you get take this self responsibility that I am creating hurt, I am not saying why. I'm just saying I am creating. We'll go on to the why aspect later. Why? Because you have done something. So you are the trigger for me, but you are the trigger. Even the gun has a trigger, but still you are just the trigger. But who is really shooting? I am shooting that gun inside. And therefore, how do you prove this? Because you will do it only once, but I keep doing it again and again, either by looking at you in person or by even thinking of you. So I am responsible for my emotions. So from today, uh, the first takeaway is I am responsible for everything in my life and for every emotion of my life. So now I'm sure all of you are well educated with a lot of degrees. You all are working. How many of you are working professionals? Some sort of degrees you have, and you all are employed. You also self. Okay, so self-employed. So you're working at least. So nowadays in the organizations, when the HR, what is HR? Human Resources Department. They usually recruit people on the basis of their bios or CVs, resume, whatever you want to say. And then they look at in the resume, it will be mentioned you have so and so degree. And you can come to know from the degrees how much is the IQ. What is IQ? Intelligence quotient. So the HR department nowadays have changed. They only don't look at your CVs with how much IQ they have. They also call you for an interview. And why do they call you for an interview? Do you know that? Yes, you got it right immediately. Good. And I'll go a little bit high also. So they call you, what is EQ? He said something, but let others answer. What is EQ? Emotional quotient. So what is emotional quotient? If anyone can answer. Let some other people answer. Yes, so that's what. So what, the CEO or someone will be, there'll be a big team and you are the only one there. And there'll be a big team of CEOs. They'll give you some, they'll ask you something you won't even know. And they are trying to assess how are your managerial skills at a emotional level. Why is it so important now? Because it is seen and it is proven that people who are very intelligent, this may not sound good to people who are very intelligent, but it is a fact. People who are intelligent may not necessarily have a, they are intelligent, they have a good IQ, but they may not necessarily have a good EQ. Whilst people who are having average intelligence, they are usually good with handling emotions. Do you agree? Why is it that? It's directly related to a high IQ. A person who's got high IQ is what? A. Yes, arrogant or very arrogant. Very arrogant. He feels he knows everything in the world. And if you hire such a person, it can be a disaster for your company. Why? Because that person is not flexible. He's full of himself. Again, when I say he, it can be she also. He's got a big time ego. Yes, because he's full of himself and he feels I am right. I have scored so much. They have hired me and I know everything in the world, blah, 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 all that. But when it comes to few things like trying to adjust, trying to be flexible with time, trying to manage with other people, or trying to work with people who have a low IQ, what happens? See, you imagine yourself that you are experienced, say 25, 30 years in a company and someone new comes who is not very intelligent as you, and forget even intelligence. Think of experience. People who are experienced also have big time ego about their experience, that I am so experienced and now this some new chap has come and you have to really work with him. And then what happens to your emotions or to your feelings? I think it is emotions, because if I'm not able to really adjust to someone who is not to my mark, what do I start feeling inside? Yes, that's again, frustration is a feeling or it's an emotion. Oh, now all of you are on emotion. Good. No one is saying, because we say feeling frustrated. We don't say emoting frustration, right? It's a good laugh you had. Good. Can you remove the mask or you have some problem? Ah, no, no, then please carry on. So now you all are back to emotion, right? And what does that frustration lead to? Wow, anger, which is a highly big time emotion. How many of you don't get angry at all? Not sometime, at all. At all, no, at all. Oh, wow, you should be here then. You should be speaking. Yeah, so that's another beautiful thing. So when I say anger, it means both ways. And she rightly got it out. Do you want to explore anger in today's talk? You want to? Because anger, apply a word D to that before. Yes, it is really danger. But then I don't know how much we have time. See, we have time till 8 p.m. Right? That's what Saurabh Bhai has given us. If he's not very strict, we can go a bit. If you all are not strict, but you all have a sumptuous dinner. You're ready, but I don't want to make you all wait a lot. See, I don't want to tell you a lot of theory because everything is there on Google and YouTube. If you want to Google about anger management or danger management, you just Google, you'll get everything. So I want you all to take some experience from here. And the people who are new to this place, do you find some difference in the vibration of this place? No, not the ones who come regularly. Let the other people say. नहीं तो हम तो खुश हो जाते हैं हाँ, अच्छा अच्छा I'm just saying something in Hindi. No, not you, because you regularly come here. I'm asking about the ones who new ones here. Do you feel that, or you're trying to make me feel happy? It's you really feel the silence is good, and otherwise also you get a lot of places in US which are silent because people really have a lot of space and the community or neighborhood where you stay is very silent. But what is the difference? Is your home also around like silent or not? It's not. It's a very crowded place, is it? Okay. So anyone here who's got otherwise a silent neighborhood? No, it's quite yeah. So do you why I'm asking you, because I want to know your answers, and because see, I will say because I am staying here and they will also say, it's nice and peaceful, but we are trying to blow our own trumpet. So we want feedback from you all that when you come from outside, you are staying in a quiet neighborhood, that quietness and this quietness, do you find a difference between? Okay, thanks, good. So all of you have got 100 marks. So you can clap for yourself. Sure, you're not trying to just please us. Okay, good. So can you please now um, tell us a bit, what is that difference between the quietness there and here? It's peace. Okay. You find it more peaceful here, right? Okay. And the credit goes to this place. Let me just also give credit to all of you. I have just come here since 2 days. All these people visit here and do regular meditation. That's the reason this room is full of those vibrations of meditation. Therefore, you're feeling peaceful. Okay, sorry, I'm again going a little bit fast. That's US for you. Come back. So let's come to danger and anger. So we'll try to explore anger a little bit. But we were on the topic of EQ. Okay, so we were discussing that a person who is of high IQ or who's got so many years of experience will always feel frustrated, irritated. Tell me a few other. How many people are senior here? I can see from the hair, but I mean to say having a lot of experience in their at least 10 years experience. How many of them are 10 years? Okay, quite a few. And you all experience this frustration, irritation. What are the other emotions which happen when things don't go the way you want them to go? Yes, who's that agitated one? Okay, agitation, very close to anger. So at Brahma Kumaris, we are taught that anger is a big vice. Vice means it's bad. Yes, it's vicious, it's bad. And anger is the parent, and there are many small kids of that anger. So who are the small kids of anger? One was frustration, irritation. What else? Agitation. What else? Oh, all these beautiful words starting with A, aggression. Yeah. So all these are forms of anger. Okay. And anger is an emotion. So as I said, if Saurabh Bhai had kept the topic exploring anger, we'd have gone in that detail. But anger is one sort of emotion. So we can take that as a prototype, what we call in medicine. You know, what's a prototype? Just as an example, and then you can apply that to everything. So we can see how much we can cover about that. But again, all of you know, emotions are not good for us. Why? So let's take one particular emotion as a prototype. Anger. Anger is not good for me. Why? It's damaging, depletes energy. Yeah, she also said that it's a big depleter. And when you are saying depletion, can you just explain what is depletion? What is depleting? When your energy feels depleted, you feel low. And someone said a very beautiful word. You said that repentance, you feel repented. Why should you repent? On the contrary, you taught that person a good lesson, right? You better do work properly, otherwise, you'll get another fire from me, right? Why should you feel depleted and why should you feel guilty or repentance? Think, because Bottom line answer. It is not those five things which he said. It is not my natural, normal, positive, elevated, and some one more I said, I forgot. Oh, you all remember, you all are very good at remembering. Good. So it's not that. It's just opposite of all that. It's my, in short, it is not my natural state. So anything which I do against my natural state, I will feel uncomfortable. Right? Agreed? No? Okay. So now I know you're looking at me like that because probably you're thinking you suppress anger. So let us just come to that as well. Anger can be expressed in two ways. Either you express or you suppress. Both are equally damaging. It's not that one is more damaging. But to give you an example, as a medical specialist, people who don't get scared, people who suppress anger, which sort of diseases do they get? No, you said something. Wait, that was correct. Yeah, yeah, that's the word. Yes, cancer. Yes, yes, it is proven. I'll tell you how cancer develops. Now, what you all told me, other people were saying some other diseases. If you're constantly expressing and over expressing anger, then you get all those what? Hypertension, heart disease, because you're constantly stressing your system, which doesn't mean when you are not expressing, you're not stressing your system. But anger in turn inside is suppression. And what happens inside your system is not able to deal, your system is not able to deal with so much, and you're just piling it up. And when you're piling it up, it is cancer. So now don't get worried. It doesn't mean everyone gets cancer. Don't take it that way. But there's always a chance for recovery. And it is one thought away. So right now, today, what's your name? Sorry, Irina. So if from today's session, if you feel so motivated and you want to really make sure that you don't want to suppress anger, don't go and express it, obviously. You won't express it because as a personality, you are suppressing it. But don't suppress, which means don't feel angry. Simple as that. And try to take it from here today. It is just one thought away. You have to tell your mind, don't say, I don't have to suppress. No. You don't tell your mind, I don't want to do this. Tell your mind, I want to do what? Because your mind doesn't understand don't. And do you know this example? All of your mothers and fathers, if it is a young kid over here, say around 1 year old, and he has just started walking, and I give him a glass of water. This is, I think, steel. If I give him a glass which is made up of glass, who is more tensed? You as a parent or the child as a parent or the child? Why? Yeah. And what do you tell your child in a state of stress? No, no, you don't say that word. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. And what happens? The child eventually drops, yes, because you have given that tender mind of that 1 year old. Don't drop, don't drop. But as I said, that don't word doesn't register. And therefore, drop, drop, drop. It eventually drops. I think Harsh has a lot of experience of childhood or of having a kid now. Okay, so what should you say? I think the mothers are better than fathers here because they said a good answer. What was the answer you all said? Tell your child, बोलो क्या हुआ? Hold it carefully. Hold it carefully. And do you say like that? Hold it carefully, hold it. No, no, right? You say, please hold it carefully. Whilst when you say don't drop, is that a very fast way we say? Have you seen why is it fast? Because it's an emotion. It's a disturbed state of mind. So do you agree now, whoever's there on Zoom, you don't need to answer and on your camera. That's fine, Raghavendran, if it's off. So do you agree, at least the basic, what we have covered in last 30 minutes, that emotion is a disturbed state of mind, a fast state of mind, highly unnatural, highly abnormal. Negative, it's never positive. Emotion is never positive. Remember, I have just taken anger as a prototype, but there are many emotions. Okay, and now if it is, I mean, when you say hold it properly, still the child may drop. Mm. But 99.9% chance he will hold it properly. That's what we call the wiring of the brain. We can change the wiring of our brain. It is just one thought away. Obviously, just by creating one thought, it won't happen. You have to work on that. But it is just one thought away. I mean that again, I take responsibility for changing myself. And again, doesn't necessarily mean that people who are suppressing anger, all of them have cancer. No, it's not like that. The majority have. So now let us come to the ill effects of emotions. You all have already told me. So we are looking at the anatomy of emotion, which we have already seen. Now let us look at the physiology. How many doctors here? Oh, you, both of you. Oh, you're doctors. Which specialty? Oh, you're an orthopedic surgeon. So, okay, in pain. So you're a pain. So it's like a physician thing. Physician, not a surgeon. Okay. And you? So you're a medicine internist. Okay. You know, in US, you all are called internists. In India, we are not called this, is called physician. Inpatient management. Okay. Why did I start the doctor thing? Huh? So anyone here from the Zoom and from here? No one. Okay. Any nurses around? Which? Oh, so see, it's divine coincidence because there's someone and I wanted to acknowledge that as well. So you're a nurse practitioner. Good. So we have doctors and nurses with us. So they'll answer this next question because I was trying to speak about anatomy means understanding the big jigsaw or structure of that. So we have gone about emotion in detail. Now, what is the physiology of emotion? Which means what physiological effects does it have on the body? You all told us, even non-medicos know that high blood pressure, heart disease, such people are stressed all the time. And therefore, what happens to your life expectancy? Not a good news, right? Because it is said in India, it's an Indian saying, what? That you don't live by the number of years, but you live by the number of breath. Who's that? Yes, you. Good. People know that. So if you are emotional all the time, upset with your daughter-in-law, or maybe your daughter-in-law is upset with you, or you are constantly upset with your spouse, so many reasons, let not go there, or with your colleagues, so on and so forth. What happens to your heart rate, blood pressure? It goes high. You all said that. What happens also to your respiratory rate, your breathing? It also goes high, right? And therefore, in India, if someone gets crazy all the time, crazy means anger, sorry, don't take it in a wrong way, is angry all the time, he's labeled as some demon. Which demon is that? Rakshas and Ravan. Okay, I don't know whether you know these people, Rakshas and Ravan, but forget them. So it is some demon which is anger is demon. You understand the word, right? Demon. So anger is demonic, whereas peaceful is uh, angelic. Oh wow. And someone said divine. Yes, so they are opposite to each other. So coming back to this, so our life expectancy decreases because if I have to say if I am having example 50,000 breaths available, if I'm constantly using them in emotions, I'm using them more. So my life expectancy will decrease. Well, anyway, then people say who wants to live more? Is anyone here saying that if I tell you I want to, I can't do that, but hypothetically, you should be living 10 years more. You will feel happy or no? Yes. You want to live 20 years more? Yeah, so why not? So why do you want to decrease your life expectancy by just not being able to manage or handle emotions properly? So we saw the physiological effects. There are many effects. If I can give you a big lecture on that, also it will be fine. What effects does it get on the brain? Constantly being emotionally upset. Yes. So what does it do? You don't feel good, and all your stress hormones keep coming in. What are those stress hormones? All these non-medicos and non-nurses also know very well. So cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline. In contrast to this, let us look at the opposite hormones and try to develop on them. Then automatically your emotions will become low. Which are the Good
Also,
hormone.
the productivity comes down, doctor. The productivity also comes down when we are emotional,
Correct.
right?
Correct. Oh, I thought someone is speaking from here. It is you here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No problem. That's good because you're on the speaker, the Zoom as well. So everyone is heard everywhere. Okay.
Correct.
So, yeah, so productivity goes on, and that's the reason our work efficiency also goes down. Where were we? We were on the topic of which are the good hormones. Tell me. Wow, they also know everything. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. Very good. And one more. Catecholamines are the bad ones. Fantastic. So all four you have got. You're a very brilliant audience. So it is, if you want to remember, is as an acronym, it is DOSE, DOSE, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin. And each and every hormone, I can tell you which feeling will give you that. But okay, so let's not go in the detailed. So all of you now, it's almost 7:25, just to give you a perspective. So you are understanding that emotions are damaging. They are no good. On the contrary, they deplete you. And who is creating? Who is responsible? I am responsible. So who is responsible for taking care of them and make sure that they don't come? So once I get this responsibility in my hand, everything becomes easy. So now what I have to do, I don't have to, we don't have to discuss handling emotions effectively. What's the opposite of that? Oh my God, control is a very, it's a word which who, your name, please? Tiffany. So I'll tell Tiffany, I want to control Tiffany. What feeling? She's already stressed, right? She'll feel, oh my God, what this person will do. So we don't want to control emotions. Again, I think we covered this yesterday or day before, if you all have listened to me before. Another word with C. No, we did it in that hospital deaconess. What was the word which we should tell to our mind and to our emotions? C. I want to take care of you. So we should not be. So I was just trying to say, you immediately said control. So let me come back to this. So instead of discussing the topic handling emotions efficiently, just think of opposites. What should we speak about? Developing feelings naturally. Is that a good topic? And how will you develop your feelings which are already natural, but you want to make it more natural? How will you do that? What is the only way to do that? Don't tell me by not getting angry. No. Don't give me negative answers. Give me positive. Opposite of anger is, you all told me before, calm, peaceful. So, what was the thing we should be more discussing now in the next 10 minutes or so? And then we'll go in the meditation experience. We should be discussing more how to develop feelings naturally. So, what are those feelings which we have naturally in us? All of us have that. And I started with the vibrations here. You all told me peace. So that's peace, love, good. What else?
Happiness, doctor. Happiness.
Happiness, bliss. All
And
higher
then
values. Bliss,
contentment. Contentment.
contentment. A little more practical answer. Good content. Are you contented, Raghavendra, in life?
No.
Oh my God, why do you say that? Okay, Ellen, let's not go to contentment. Otherwise, it will be another talk then.
Okay.
If I am not contented, I am prone to get all those which we have discussed. So I think we can at least develop one value and automatically other values will come. So if you are able to develop peace, all the other values will come because peace is closely related to contentment, happiness, love. I have at the Brahma Kumaris, I must really say I was inspired by one of the seniors here, Dadi Janki. Well, let me not tell you in detail about her, but she says five values, and one value which she says is patience. I was wondering what can patience do, but then I realized that particularly in USA, again, I'm not picking up on this country. I'm very much in this country here, but everything is so fast, fast, fast. Why do you want to do everything fast? Dadi Janki used to tell, not to me directly, to the other sisters, slow down, relax. Why do you want to walk down the stairs? Tuck, 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 tuck. Walk gently. Because whatever you're doing externally in action it reflects your state of mind. So make sure people can make out from your, if you're very fast all the time, you are definitely more prone to get emotional outbursts more. Therefore, people who are emotionally disturbed, though they, I'm using this word now, I'm going into a psychiatry disorder called depression. So sometimes we see people who are depressed, they are not fast at all, right? They are all by themselves, very slow in a corner. They don't want to interact, so we feel that they are slow. But if you take their EEG of the mind, they are highly stressed because they have crossed, they are something in what is called beta plus stage. They are thinking so many things over a period of time, and all these thoughts are useful or opposite of useful. Opposite. So they are in such a state of mind that now they have given up on themselves. And poor them, they are not able to control. That's the word for them. So now we sometimes feel that depressed people may be slow. No, on the contrary, they are ultra fast inside. So what we need to develop in ourselves is, I felt for me patience, because I'm also a person. I want things to be done at the drop of the hat. Or maybe when I am dealing with my resident doctors, I have really now applied that technique. So, because they don't do what I want them to do. Does it happen with you also? Same thing happens with me. Now, I am a nephrology kidney specialist, so I go for the round and I want to look at the last 4, 5 days investigations filled in the investigation sheet. Okay. So that I don't have to flip around and see what are the values of creatinine, hemogram, HB, so on and so forth. So I have told them n number of times to fill the investigation sheet before my round. Is it too much to ask for, nurses and doctors? Is it too much to ask for? It is your routine thing. Hmm? It is too much. Sometimes, oh, okay. Don't use the word sometimes. That is a very diplomatic answer. Then, so anyway, so I get your point. I can understand if you are in an emergency, if you have not slept. So I'll tell you how I handled this anger with me. And I felt it was a very late realization. So initially, I used to blast at them, and then I said, this blast thing is not working. I used to tell them, don't you know how many times should I tell you the same thing? And then it used to make me feel very irritated and frustrated for the round, because because I need to decide for my round what I need to do the next step of action. So I'm just asking you a simple thing to give me a flow. It's called a flow sheet. Flow sheet will tell you the trend, right? How will I know the trend if I don't have a sheet? I'm not asking them to give me a graphic trend. I'm asking you only simply to write down the figure so I can decide for my round. It's not too many things to ask. It's something basic which as an intern should do. And then they will look at each other. So the it goes from the nurse and then further down. The nurse looks at the junior doctor looks at the intern, and where poor the intern has to bear the brunt for everything. So then I felt, now forget about other people, it is disturbing me. Moreover, I am not able to take my decision in a minute. It takes around 5 to 10 minutes extra for every patient. Is that doable in your round? If I have to see, say, 20 patients in 1 hour, I will take 3 hours now. So my work efficiency has gone down. My productivity has gone down. Now I said, I have come to Brahma Kumaris. I'm practicing meditation. I should try to find out something. And I thought the best way is to develop the value of which I was discussing. Patience, but patience is no good here. Can I just be patient and wait for them to fill in front of me and take my more time? So I thought peace is a good thing to, but I'm not able to remain peaceful. Will remaining peaceful take decisions for me? No? Ah, then you're suddenly changing now. Okay. So it will help me, but it won't take my decision. I have to take my decision. I have to work on that. So now I said, let me just apply another trick. What if you all are in this situation, what can you all do? Tell me. Very practical situation. Training and coaching is just not working. They are so overworked and they are so overtrained. They will start training you. Yes, very good. And I like that answer. Don't be dependent. So what should I do? Yes, you're telling me all sorts of gyan and knowledge. Very good. So now tell me some practical points, but I like that answer. Don't be dependent. And that's what I did. So what I did, I simply started doing it myself. It wasted my time again. Obviously, it takes 5 minutes. But then what what indirectly it sent a message to them. Will they be so shameful that they'll just wait for me to fill all the sheets? What did they do? And in India, we say, sir, okay, you're very excitingly giving an answer. Okay, sorry. Tell me. Yeah, so let's go to later. Let's be in this present now with what. So, do you feel when I start filling it, what sort of feelings will they get? Ashamed, guilt, and they were saying, and in India we say sir and ma'am to everyone. Do you all do that here? The nurses do it for the doctors. You all call them what? Doctor, doctor. So, for example, what's your name? So Rajesh is a doctor and you are a nurse. So how do you all call them? Do you say Dr. Rajesh? You call them doctors. And what about you all call nurses just by names? You all don't call them nurse, someone? No, okay. But you all respect the doctors more, right? And do you feel that in the USA also, as a nurse practitioner, you all respect the doctors more than the doctors respecting nurses? No, let her answer because she's a nurse practitioner. Not always. Again, sometimes. That's But I think this hierarchy is more back home in India. Like the nurses put doctors on a big pedestal as if we are God. No, we are not God. Hmm. And this is not seen in India, is it? Oh my God, you all are really blaming India. Okay. Hmm. So you have to take care of them. Okay, I don't know why this went into healthcare and all that, but let's come back to an emotion. So what I did is I simply started filling it on day one. And then they were extremely guilty and they were saying, sorry, sorry. I said, it's okay. Let me do my work. And then what do you feel from next day onwards? It's all ready. So I said, Manoj, you're foolish. Why have you been irritated and frustrated for such a long time? It had happened with me quite a few months and I was really struggling. I didn't know a solution what to do. So this was the answer. Stop being dependent. And what is the opposite of dependent? Independent. And it's a beautiful word. Independent. What does it mean? In. Go inside, which means check and change. We are taught this another beautiful teaching here. What was the first teaching of Brahma Kumaris? I said for emotions, I forgot. So another beautiful teaching is check and change. It's very simple, few two English words. Can we check and change our emotions? So I checked myself, but it was too late, I felt. So now we have to do it like that. Do you know that you're having an emotion? Yes or no? Yes, you can know your state of mind suddenly goes up and down. That's the reason I said it is disturbed state of mind. So pause for a minute, and that pause is needed. It's very important. Pause, check. You all were speaking about feeling, thought, and all those things. So check. Why am I feeling like that? Because we are in such a fast mode all the time. That is the reason we are not able to differentiate what is a thought and what is a feeling. So thought is a static energy and feeling is a kinetic energy. So when I say, like, if you stop, pause for a minute, then you ask yourself, why am I not feeling good? What is the reason? That is because I have created a thought, a negative, disturbing thought. So we have to work on our thoughts or we have to work on our feelings. And what is logical to work on what? But we work on the opposite one. Thought leads to feeling. Feeling doesn't lead to thought. Primary is thought. So I have to work on my thoughts. And the moment I start working on my thoughts, my feelings will automatically change. Having said that, thought and feeling are very intricately related. If I am not feeling good, what happens to the state of my mind again? I'll create more thoughts, more. So they are interlinked, but you have to work on your thoughts. So that's the reason you have to stabilize your state of mind. You have to really slow down. And then I realized it was just one thought away, and it was a thought of independence, independence, fill the investigation sheet, and then next day, from then onwards, never anyone. On the contrary, I forget sometimes. They say, "Oh, the investigation sheet you didn't see." I said, "Yeah, thank you so much. I forgot. Let me see." Right? So, see, that is the way, and you all can do this in whatever, like, there are many tricks. I'm not saying you'll have the same situation where you are up and down, but apply. And what was the value which I tried to develop here? I think patience, something which helps me to stop and tells me, take a deep breath. Can we take a deep breath and be patient? We can, we have to do it. A bit difficult in USA? No, it's not like that. On the contrary, you have so many meditation centers in the US where people are slowing down now. And many people want to slow down, but they say, we can't slow down. Why? Culture, and there are so many challenges they have. And they say that, please teach us some. They tell us now. Do you feel that now we are in 2024? If you go 20 years ago and now, there's been a lot of difference. People want to slow down. They want to because they are feeling. And the most important thing which shook the world and slowed down everything physically was, everything is pre-COVID, COVID and post-COVID. And now we are in the post-COVID era. And let me break another bad news. There's some another pandemic coming. Okay, anyway, I'm seeing your faces. See, COVID won't come back again. Something or the other will come. Is something or the other going on in the world which is very difficult? Yes or no? What is going on in the world? Wars. There are two, three wars going on. And do you feel this war will intensify or decrease? Sure, intensify. What else is going on all over the world? Who's that? Okay, good. Natural calamities. And it's a part of climate change. That's the word. I mean, again, I'm not trying to disrespect any authorities here, but climate change conferences happen very often. One of our very seniors in the organization, Jayanti Didi, who is the head of, she's the additional chief now of Brahma Kumaris in India, but also she looks after the services in Middle East, UK, and Europe. And she's a regular visitor. She's an invitee to the COP. COP is COP, something conference of parties. And every time they discuss about climate change. Now, recently, I think COP 26 or 27 happened, which means every year they meet once or twice. I'm not sure, but at least 26 meetings have happened so far, maybe over last 26 years. So they have been doing it since 1998, roughly. Is the climate change, is it really, I mean, is it really improving or it's worsening more? So, what is the need of doing a meeting? I'm not trying to doubt anyone. Please don't take it that way. But therefore, she said, and she's been attending this very regularly. And she says now that they are looking at us. At us means at Brahma Kumaris. Why? Because they feel that they are very stressed inside. Physically, obviously, there are many solutions to decrease your carbon footprint. But more important is to decrease your emotional footprint. And do you feel when at the COP they are there, are they stressed or no? They are highly stressed because they are all the authorities of the world. They are taking decisions and they are so stressed they are not able to find since last 26 years. But at least if my mind is stressed and emotionally upset, can I have a solution for that? Can I have a solution for my mind being upset? Oh, you all are sleeping probably. Okay. So can have a solution for that. And what is the solution? There's no other way. I have to slow down. So I have to, and when I say slow down, doesn't mean slow. I have to stabilize down. Doesn't mean meditators don't work. Meditators are dull people. No, meditation makes you dull or it makes you more effective and efficient. So it's not about slowing down, it's about stabilizing. So should we stabilize ourselves? It looks like you all don't want to get up because it's already 7:45. So should we just go in the, yeah, Raghavendra, Bolo, you were saying
You know,
something.
yes, we need to stabilize ourselves. You are correct. Yes.
Sorry, what?
No, we need to stabilize ourselves. We need to slow down and then we
Okay,
need to
good.
stabilize.
Good. I'm very happy that at least Raghavendra, one on the Zoom, is at least interacting. Otherwise, I don't know what the others are doing. But with due respect, we know you all are there around whoever is there. And when I say suddenly like that, someone suddenly left. Maybe they didn't like it or what. Okay, anyway. So, should we stabilize ourselves? Is it the need of the hour? Is it a luxury or it's a necessity? Because if I don't do now, what will happen? Do or as it is, I'll be dying prematurely, and then I can't blame anyone for that. I have to blame myself. My life expectancy, at least for my life expectancy, let me do that now. Otherwise, I'll drop down dead, and I don't know whether CPR will be able to. And what is the best CPR for the mind? CPR, just quickly, you all can also break up this word and tell me. Calmness, peacefulness, and restoration or renewing or whatever you all want. So let's do that CPR for the mind because emotions are in the mind. I will try to end by saying this. I like to use this word mind. I want to break it. My inner noisy devil. Do you like the word? Do you like the word? Okay. But you like the acronym. Okay. First of all, it's a devil. And devil, we said Rakshas and all that. And it's double trouble because it's not only devil, it's a noisy devil, constantly sparks emotional outbursts. So we want to convert it from my inner noisy devil to my inner Saurabh Bhai what? ND, ND, noble doctor. So I'm not looking at you, I'm just saying that I want to convert my inner noisy devil to my inner noble doctor, not MD, ND. Okay. So noble doctor. And when I say noble doctor, what energy does it give you? Positive, elevated. So all those things which we discuss, five things, natural, abnormal, elevated, positive, easygoing. So let us practice this. And in meditation, how many of you do regularly meditate? Not the ones who are coming here and doing. Sorry, please. Okay, fine. You also regularly meditating otherwise. Okay. Here, okay. And you as well. And here, not yet. Let some time, little bit. These are the regular meditators. So, do you want to run in the basics of meditation? Because we don't have much time to do that. But I think experience. So, I'll just give a few tips on meditation. First of all, don't give this excuse that I don't have time for meditation. People say, I don't have time to die. So, I tell them, do you really know when you will die? And this example which I gave you, did I ask you that very serious question? I didn't, I think I'll ask it. That do you want to wait till the end of your life to realize that you are a soul? No, it is not such a tragic thing for me. I have to. So now, the moment I know that I am that energy, I am a soul, I should start working on myself, right? Better late than never, right? And this
Never.
will at least help me to increase my life expectancy. And come on, we are not doing this only to increase our life expectancy. What are we doing this for? Today's topic. Today's topic. Simple answer. Handle or manage emotions effectively. But that was a very wrong topic. What did we say we should speak now about? Opposite of that, develop feeling
Feeling naturally.
naturally. So once we start developing natural feelings, life really becomes very natural and easy. And then you can go to the cop and tell them. Jayanti Didi does that because she's been invited for that. We have a big team going to the COP conferences. They go and take sessions and they teach them meditation. They tell them, slow down, slow down. There's a solution for everything. Though we know there is no solution for climate change. But is there a solution for my disturbance? There is obviously a solution. So they tell them that at least start working on yourself. Don't be so stressed. And then you will get some solutions. Okay. So let's begin. We will do this by playing some soft music. Hoga na music. Yeah. And we'll just try to make the atmosphere more peaceful for you, more pleasant. And make sure that if you want to keep your eyes open or close, it's up to you. But if you want to close your eyes, please make sure you don't fall asleep because you have not come so far. And I haven't come so far all the way from another country to make you fall asleep. And meditation is the way to quieten your mind I must say, to take care of your mind, not control. And third thing, it gives you a direction. And that direction we already said, going from normal, abnormal to normal, from unnatural to natural, negative to positive. And we also call it in Hindi easy Raj Yoga. Easy means Sahaj. So going from difficult to easy. And one more is there, low to high, elevated. So do you want to take a high? You want to feel who can rise high? Someone who is able to fly. Are you ready to fly? Not with these physical wings. There are no physical wings, but the state of mind. So let's begin. We will try to sit straight and make your spine straight so that in your body also there's this lot of soul energy everywhere in the body. The energy, if your spine is straight, you really don't feel sleepy then. You're active and alert and attentive. Okay, so we'll begin with try to follow for the next 10 minutes. I'll give you some guided commentary and then you can try to follow that. Take a deep breath in and out. Relax your body. Relax. A deep breath in and out and relax. And as your body starts relaxing, so feels a bit more relaxed and calm. Relax your body, relax. Your mind may still wander a bit here and there. Gently tell your mind, my dear friend, next few minutes, you can concentrate fully. And you'll be amazed to see that your mind listens to you. It's your most dear and near friend. As your mind remains relaxed and focused, crave this beautiful thought and peaceful feeling. Experience what you're feeling, calmness, lightness, peace, which is your true original nature. I am a peaceful being. Peace is my original nature. Peace and only peace. Nothing but what I am. Move further on to the second step. As I am a peaceful being, so is the supreme being, the divine being, God, supreme, whatever you want to call it, is the supreme energy. Visualize that supreme energy on the top of your head. See rays of peace emerging from that supreme being and entering your entire system. Feeling more and more peaceful. Because again, that is what I am. My natural nature is peace. Now, having connected with that supreme source of peace, let me look at Friday morning when I am going to work, stuck in the traffic jam, or maybe having difficult situations at workplace. Can I remain peaceful? Ask yourself. And says, of course, yes, because I am a peaceful being. Look at people around, difficult situations around, but let go of the feeling of disturbance, because that's not my true nature. I am peace. And with this thought, which you can create anytime, anywhere, look at your entire Friday. By the time when you return back home, having created this thought on and on every time when things are challenging, see how you're feeling when you return home. You're still very peaceful and light. That's because it's my true nature. I am peace. Peace, nothing but peace. And as all of us in this room are so peaceful, this entire room is vibrating with the energy of peace. And having empowered oneself with this beautiful power of peace, let us try to be the peace messengers for people around. All over the world, people are in pain and suffering due to n number of causes: inflation, war, climate change. Whatever the reason, they are in pain and suffering. Can I be the peace messenger for them? The answer is yes, of course I can. So I, the peaceful being, having connected with the supreme ocean of peace, radiating this beautiful energy of peace, the divine energy of peace to all such souls. And in turn, they are feeling very peaceful and light. And this energy of peace gives me such a relief because I am getting healed with this peaceful energy from the divine. And each one of us is responsible for peace in the world. So as we go back today from here, let's carry this, that I am responsible for peace in the world. So let each one of us be that light of peace, the beacon of peace for everyone. Because I am peace. Gradually, as you come back into the awareness of the room, as you open your eyes, as you look at each other, your thoughts are still very peaceful because I am a peaceful being. Om Shanti. Good morning. Not that you were asleep, but because it's a new awakening for you. Okay. Thank you so much. It's exactly dot 8. So we'll see what announcements. Yeah.